The questions that I really have that's worried me. Okay, let's say that you have a product and it's
Hmm.
good. It's a good product, and I'm not going to mention any names. It just is what it is. It's a great product, and you have a good steady return flow, whether it's refurbished because of non-use or you actually have it broken, whatever. So now that it's there, where does Clover fit into the this has a particular high failure rate, regardless of the fact that I'm bringing it back and I'm doing a 100% certification, and then now it's back to where the manufacturer specs are, and I'll put it back out there. But the failure rate is still, regardless, is still kind of high, right? So you say 10%, maybe this one has a 20, 25%. Where does Clover say, wait a minute, even if we refurbish it back to, there's a chance that, one in four are coming back. That's a little bit too high. Or what are the thresholds for that for you to say, you know what, we don't want to put that out there rent to own because they do have a tendency to take things. Certain things do come back and they get re-rented, right? Even if we
Hmm.
do something we try to, we will at that time try to do our own cleanup and make sure it works. But we're not as
Hmm.
certified as some of the guys at Clover, so we're going to put it back out there. There's a high failure rate. It's just going to cost and time and money to go back through there. Where is that line drawn where Clover says, hey, you know what, this is probably not going to work? Or how do you get notified that this is one of those items that, hey, is starting to have a very high failure rate? How would that work in this situation?
So break it down in a couple pieces. One, because of the categories that we work in, they tend to be longer life in field, right? So while your tablet, phone, or laptop gets changed on a very regular basis by the brand owners, an air conditioner, you know, might have originated in 2023 and is still the current model that's sold. So, the longer it's in field, the longer you find any of the issues. So, that said, we typically have visibility to, if we break this down into what we call the known knowns. So that is they've already known about the issue. Hey guys, just look for this. When this happens, you need to replace this part. Great. Thanks for that, heads up. Then there's the known unknowns. Hey, we've been hearing that there's an issue with this. Could you help us figure out what's going on with it? And then where we come in, and I think the greatest benefit we bring to our brand partners is helping to identify the unknown unknowns, right? So through our testing, we identify we see this failure, and it's not just a 1 in 1,000. We're seeing it 1 in 100, 1 in 60. So that's when our engineering team gets engaged, right? So we can divert product in the flow. Now, what does that really mean for a consumer?